Hey there. I'm sorry, I was actually on the phone with Lourdes. She asked if somebody could send her a link so she can join us.
So, Karen could, but it'll take us several minutes. If you guys want, we can just go ahead without her since we only have the one item, unless you.
Can she not join with the public link or on the phone?
I don't think she'll be able to speak. Oh, okay. So they're telling me, I don't know how to work the Zoom, but they're telling me that she could. Lee, if you're able to call her or text her, if you'll let her know just to use the public information, which should be on the county website. Right, Karen?
I will.
Thank you.
Let's see if I can send it to her real quick.
We'll give her just a minute and let her join us before we start the meeting. I just wanted to remind everybody else, you came into Zoom muted, so before we start voting, if you'll just take yourself off mute, make sure everything gets recorded.
Oh, she said she got in. Do you see her?
Not yet, he says.
I don't know. That's weird. Of course, she's not gonna pop. She won't.
Yeah,
pop
she
up.
won't pop up on, she'll be visible on their screen though, there at the boardroom.
So we won't be able to tell.
Yeah, we won't be able to see her, but,
We're not seeing her.
Yeah, I told her that y'all don't see her.
well, in the interest of time, let's go ahead and start the meeting. Should be a quick one. Is that good with you, Sydney?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So go ahead and call to order the December 3rd Design Review Board meeting. First item on the agenda is approving the minutes from August 6th, September 3rd, and November 5th. Sydney, do we need to do those as 3 separate votes, or can we do it
No.
as one?
No, I mean, if there's no corrections to be made,
Okay. Did everybody have a chance to review the minutes?
Yes.
Were
I
there
did from,
any-
I did from November. I didn't review the 2
Okay.
previous ones since we're new members,
Yeah.
new member.
Did anybody have any corrections that they wanted to make? No? Does anyone have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Okay, motion to approve, that's August 6th, September 3rd, and November 5th meeting minutes. Do we have a second?
I'll second if I can.
yes,
Mhm.
yes, you can.
Okay.
Motion and a second, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Takes us, Tim, do we have any announcements tonight?
No, there's no announcements.
All right, then takes us to our, one agenda item, Seacrest Dental Monument Sign Amendment. Tim, go ahead.
Yes, good evening. Tim Brown with Planning and Development. This should look familiar. This is the third time this sign has come before this board. The first time, the board was given 2 options on the placement of the sign. Option A was on the south side of the entrance drive. Option B was on the north side of the entrance drive. The board approved option B. So then they came back a second time asking for a reconsideration of that approval, gave option A as the north side of the entrance drive and option B as the middle of the parcel further up 331. The board approved option B again for the middle of the parcel. Well, this sign has been placed on the north side of the entrance drive. So now they're asking for a reconsideration of the previous approval to allow the sign to be located on the north side of the entrance drive. In addition, it's increased from 63 square feet to 65.25 square feet, and they flipped the changeable copy with the permanent. The original approval had the permanent signage at the top, the changeable copy at the bottom, but the current sign has the changeable copy at the top and the permanent part of the signage on the bottom. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. The sign is there, and they're trying to get what's there approved. I'll answer any questions anyone may have.
So, Tim, the current sign that's out there, was it constructed larger than what they originally were approved for, or are they wanting to alter the sign to increase the size?
No, the current sign is 2.25 square feet larger than what was approved.
Does the new requested dimension still fit within the guidelines without requesting any kind of variance from us?
Yes.
Or, okay.
So sorry. I was texting with Lourdes. I don't think she's gonna be able to get on, but can you, I'm focused now, I'm sorry. Can you please just go over exactly what the changes are from what we approved that they're requesting?
Okay, so the original approval was for 63 square feet with the permanent part of the sign at the top and the changeable copy underneath. And the location on the north side of the entrance drive. So then the last approval was just to move the sign from the north location of the north entrance drive to the middle of the building on 331. So nothing with the sign changed. But then they installed the sign, so now the sign is 2.25 square feet larger from 63 to 65.25, and they flipped the changeable copies at the top and the permanent part is below, and it's located at the north side of the entrance drive.
So basically, when they got the sign installed, they didn't like the position of it and wanted to scoot it down towards the entrance drive, is that what I'm?
Well, you'd have to ask the applicant why they installed it in that location, but that's not what this board approved.
Mhm. I mean, I personally don't have a problem with it, in the location where they're showing the sign on the north side of the entrance drive, as long as it's set back far enough that it's not going to interfere with visibility, which it does not appear, even though they don't have, an engineering drawing showing the site visibility triangles, it doesn't appear that it would be set, where it would interfere with that.
Yeah, I think it's
If I
far enough
remember correctly, they were
back.
concerned about a drainage swale or something in that location, is why they wanted to push it up into the middle of the building. But, you know, I don't have a problem with the placement of it. It's just such a large sign anyway. I hate that they constructed it larger than what we approved. But,
Yeah, I think it's far enough back, it's not going to be an issue with visibility.
So the location and flipping the changeable copy and the permanent copy are the only two things that don't match what we approved.
Well, in the slightly larger
Is the sign.
size, it's only 2.25 square feet, but it's slightly
But it's
larger.
still within code.
Yes, it is still within code.
So I'm with Kelly. I have a ethical issue or just a principal issue of it being built differently than what we approved. Versus just coming back to us if they really wanted to change it, pre-building it. But I don't have an issue with the location either, nor the size.
Yeah, I don't think, because if you look at the location, it's well behind the stop bar, so I don't think there's an issue with the sight distance, sight triangle distance there.
yeah, I don't think so where they're currently placing it.
Yeah.
I think they were originally proposing it, I think, a little further, where there was a drainage issue, and, graphically, I would almost bet that the perspective rendering that we're seeing here, shows the sign a lot smaller than it is. It's really large.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it is within the allowable, limit.
Right.
But, yeah, I don't have an issue, with it being where it's at, so.
I guess we're glad they came back to us because they had an issue or it was bigger and they wanted to, change it, so instead of just not coming back to us, right? They could have done that.
Well, look, they wanted to change a few other things on the sign with its placement and
Well, yeah,
moving the
true.
text around too, so.
Yeah,
Well, it's here due to code enforcement activity. I mean, they placed it in a non-approved spot, so code enforcement went out there, and that's why we're here tonight, is so they can approve it in that spot.
okay,
I
all right.
see.
Makes sense, okay.
And guys, the applicant is I think the applicant's present.
Mhm.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth O'Brien, and I'm here with Melanie Reuter, who owns Seacrest Dental, and we appreciate your time, and we apologize about the mix-up, because there was a lot of different things going on at the same time, and it is true that the original up by the building one wasn't going to work because you couldn't see it, and there were a couple of other approvals, so it was really kind of a lot of miscommunication and misunderstanding on our part, so we definitely apologize about that part. And it wasn't done intentionally or with malice, the placement of the sign, and I don't know how else to explain to you about that part, but it wasn't done with malice, I promise you, about that. So do you have any questions for me or for us or for either of us on that?
This is mainly just a curiosity question, then I have a quick comment. Why did you decide to put the changeable copy on top versus below the main identification portion of the sign?
Actually, visibility, from what I understand, because with the it stands out better, the 30A, the 331 South logo actually showed up better with it on the bottom.
Okay. And then my comment to you, just so you know, is that I don't think anyone thinks it's there was any malice or bad intent with the way it happened. Our concern is more so that we don't want to start a trend.
I understand
You
that.
know, this kind of,
Mhm.
you see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I don't think, I mean, clearly there's no malice. Didn't want to leave with anyone with the impression that I think I'm speaking for the whole board, hopefully, but I didn't intend to communicate that.
Okay.
We just have to be careful, you know, that we don't start an avalanche of any
And
kind
I
of
totally
sort of out
get,
of the process stuff.
yep, and I totally get that because that makes a wider gray area, and we would just appreciate your help in this, I guess, is
Yeah.
the easiest way to put it.
Thank you.
Okay. Does anybody have any other questions that I can answer?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Is there anyone in the audience to speak on it, or is
No,
that everybody today?
no, there's no
I
one
think
else.
we're it. We're it. Thank you.
All right, is there any additional discussion with the board, or someone feel comfortable making a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, we have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, motion to approve and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, and that one is approved. Next item, it looks like, is our date for 2021. Is there anyone see conflict there, or do we want to go ahead and accept those?
As of now, I have no conflicts, so
right.
looks good to me.
I'd say as long as we don't have, you know, major holiday conflicts, the only one I see, well, maybe July 1st, I don't know where that falls. Did staff look at that? Sydney or Karen or anyone, Mac? When these were done, might be easier to address that now than midstream.
Yeah, Karen's saying, July 4th is on a Sunday, so that's the Thursday before July 4th.
Okay.
It's up to you guys. I mean, if you want to change it now, you can.
No, I think the Thursday before is okay for the 4th.
Mhm.
Does everybody else?
Should be good.
What about the 2nd of September? Is that right at Labor Day or Labor Day week? And would that be a problem for anybody?
Tim's saying that's the Thursday before Labor Day.
Perfect. All right. I'm good.
Anyone want to make a motion on it?
Motion to approve.
We have a motion, second.
Second.
We have a motion
Second.
and a second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
And I believe that wraps us up for tonight. Nice and sweet. If there's nothing else, we'll go ahead and adjourn.
I like these one-item meetings.
I
I
know.
know.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. All right.
Thanks,
Good
see
night.
y'all. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.